Hey, so I feel like Sean Cotton been coming a little different lately, man. He been on a different type of time, dropping these full interviews with who he dropping it with. But we got Currency, right? Don't get on me, but I don't think I know a Currency song. I just know of Currency. But for some reason, I just got this feeling that this is a good interview. And I'm not like into TV, bro. I prefer to watch an interview over a movie any day. I don't know why. I just like to hear people's stories and all that type of stuff, bro. So, I would tell y'all to drop some songs in the comments for me to check out, but I feel like I'm not gonna like them. So it's just best for me to just get to know him and understand him just as a person rather than an artist. Cause some people I'm like that with, like I rock with them as like a person, but I don't really care for their music. Like I kind of think Kevin Gates kind of cool a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But I don't listen to Kevin Gates music, you know what I'm saying? But that's why I like interviews. You get to know the person, get a feel of the person, their story, all that. But get you a hat, man. I got 4 different colors. Link is in the description. It's gonna be in the comments too. You feel me? Show me some love. Get you one, add it to the cart. With all that being said, let's get into this and see what's to it.
Oh man, here we go, man. We're in New Orleans right now, and we're back with another interview, man. We got Currency, and little do y'all know, man, we did a fucking classic interview last year, but technical difficulties, we couldn't upload it. I'm not gonna throw nobody under the bus. I think it was one of our best interviews, but we're back though, man. Happy New Year. How you doing?
I'm good, man. I can't complain. The weather's pretty decent today. I've been able to just drive around.
He said New York, right? I ain't never been to New York. I don't really care to go to New York. Like, I don't know. It's just busy. It seems like it's just busy, and I don't be.
The weather's pretty decent today. I've been able to just drive around and hang out, I had nothing to complain about. Me and my son, we built a ramp, and we shot some monster trucks off in the air. Had a good one. What'd you say?
Our last interview that we didn't upload, it was at your shop.
Yeah, at the Jet Life store.
Really dope shop.
Yeah, I'm glad, man. You gotta come back, get you some more shit.
So, all right. He probably gonna say it in the interview, but if you want to just comment as I go type shit. Is Currency from New York? Like, where you from? I literally know nothing about bro. I just know of him. I just seen him. And it might be a song I do know, but I just don't remember, bro. Since I think last time I seen him, or the first time I seen him when I was in like high school, bro. That was years ago.
And we talked about the investment of it.
Yeah, well, actually, we about how many years have we been there now?
In the store.
Yeah. Whoa. Yeah, I think we like 4 years in right there. That's prime real estate, downtown Canal Street in New Orleans. That's not the same as when you say Canal Street in New York. Like Canal Street in New York is where you get like the bogus Rolex. That's not what happens on Canal Street in New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? So we got like some major real estate right there. No slight to New York, because there's tons of streets where you get real Rolexes, but it's just not on Canal Street from what I hear.
Right. And I asked you in the last interview, I was like, it was rappers with way more clout, way more Instagram followers that don't own, real estate on that level. You know what I mean?
You see, well, I don't know what interview going, but you see what they talking about. That's why I be fucking with interviews rather than like TV and shit, because it be little sauce in these interviews that you could just catch and be like, oh shit, I'm gonna keep that in thought what they talking about.
Yeah, because that word, that clout, before it became an industry word, it was really truer to what its definition is. You know what I'm saying? Because actually, real clout is what we have, because all of the bigger factions who people do look at actually get their thing from your boy anyway, and everybody know that. So actually, like, who have the clout, you know what I'm saying? So what happened is they are not really focused on the same thing, you know what I'm saying? Because they got one way of bringing their bread in, and that's a blessing, but we're blessed enough to have a fair gauge of time and know that no matter how much success we have musically, that's at a limited time. It's really about having more pots on the burner. You know, we got 6 burners on the stove, so every burner should have a pot on it, you know.
Right. Now, were you just driving by and you seen an abandoned building, or did you have an idea already that you wanted a store and you was just looking for it?
Well, I mean, who doesn't want a store? I wanted a store.
Oh my soul. Who don't? Well, I can't say it. You got some people, you got Vlad, who don't really care for real estate. He into stocks. But me personally, that's like a dream of mine myself. But the thing about real estate, that shit, people would tell you getting there $0 and all that shit. You need the wholesale and all that. But everybody don't want to take that approach. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you got to stack your bread and have the requirements and all that to get into it. Now, versus like I just spoke of stocks, it's so easy to get in there with $1. You know what I'm saying? $1, you can buy penny stocks. You can just buy. You ain't got to buy a full share. But who just don't want to build their bread, bro?
Sold my own brand before I even had a brand. Like my first 10 deep jacket made me want to have a store, and that building is the spot where we parked our lowriders at, like for years, like since my blue glass house. We used to drive on Canal Street and park right there. That was it used to be an administration building for UNO. So at night they wasn't doing business. It was just a prime parking spot that had good lights. So we parked there and take pictures of the cars, and then one day, just smoking, chilling, like with the cars, I'm like, oh, this bitch for sale. So
yeah,
well, you know, come on. I already love this spot. Let's figure out what we're gonna do.
That's crazy investment, man. Crazy investment.
Yeah, it's working out.
And you told me that the Ferrari was an asshole purchase. It was a dumb purchase, but you did it anyways.
The Ferrari? Yeah, I probably should have waited before I bought that. But I do remember right after the first concert I did when I bought that car, I heard Musa like yelling to, I don't even know who it was. They must have had a discussion beforehand that maybe I shouldn't have got it. But then I went and I did this great show. I guess we made a good grip of money that night or whatever. And he was like, I told you we should let him get the Ferrari. And, you know, bam, I guess it wasn't an asshole purchase because it sent me into another thing, you know.
Yeah. I remember you did a vlog on YouTube and you were living in an apartment.
Yep.
I gotta speak on the cars though, man. These cars, bro, I want a vet. I ain't gonna care. I want like a vet. I mess with the Euro system hard, but I don't know if I gotta be making like that bag, bro. Because to keep these hoes up is just expensive as hell. So for right now, I take some slight. Even like a Benz out here is expensive to keep up. What dude say he spent like a G on the tire for a Tesla, bro? And that's just a Tesla. Come on, man. These cars just expensive as hell to just keep up.
You did a vlog on YouTube, and you were living in an apartment?
Yep. Yeah, I had an air mattress. I had an air mattress in the trunk of the Ferrari. I didn't have a couch.
Right.
I had a Ferrari and an address.
Hey, that's some crazy shit. He said I had a Ferrari, but he had the air mattress in there. I'm pretty sure he probably would build his shit up. He couldn't have been fucked up.
You know, that was the only plan. I hadn't really thought it all the way out, you know, just bam, here goes the $1 million check. Fuck out, let's get a Ferrari. I didn't know about other shit. Yeah, I didn't even have like, you know, what's that little toilet? I didn't have toilet seat covers. You know, I had to put that thing. It always be like a girl got to do that shit. But then as the older you get, you know that you should have like a little thing that match this, bop, bop, bop. I didn't even have none of that shit in the crib. I just had a Ferrari. You would assume I had a lot more going on in my place based on the car, but yeah, there was an air mattress in there.
Crazy. And you having these cars is something
that's how a lot of these niggas on Instagram living, bro. That's how they living, man. Oh my soul. They got the Urus, but they sleeping in the Urus. They ain't got no crib. They phone bill barely paid. They begging bitches to come spend the night with them to cook them some dinner. They trying to survive off McDonald's. All this type of shit. For what? For what, bro?
that you always wanted. So it was like you just fulfilling your dreams at that time.
Fucking right. No, still presently right now. Me and my homeboy just was riding around in the old Mercedes, like fucking.
I seen that.
Like yeah, the listening to everything that dropped that year. We was listening to All Eyes on Me. Every record on there, Pac talking about a 500 Benz, and we just driving around in that bitch laughing. I had a pretty good day today. That shit is cool. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like I was telling my partner because I was riding around going by homies who I knew who might have still had CDs at their house. So I was like, this car is like making me walk back through that. You know what I'm saying? So it was like a time machine in itself. Like the whole day was just good, like because of that.
You said that apartment that you had was the dream apartment that you always wanted to live at, right?
Yeah, that was the building I wanted to live in for sure. Hell yeah, I wanted to live right there. It used to be like a big department store when I was a little boy.
Yeah.
On prime real estate. Everything cool came, like your good clothes. When you had to take pictures for school or something.
Hey, folks seem humble though. I don't know if it's cause he smoked weed, cause he seemed like he smoked a lot of weed, but he just seemed humble, like a grateful type shit.
Everything cool came, like your good clothes. When you had to take pictures for school or something, like you probably went to Kraus and got like a jean fit and shit like that. So I ended up living in that building. I'm kind of like Batman, dog. The more I realize it, like laying it out on you. I'm impressed with what I've done.
Now, your first rap check was $5K.
Yeah, $5,000. Blew it.
Blew
it immediately. Like? Do you even know what happened?
5 bands, bro. I get it. This back in the backpack of the Maybach, but what the fuck? What would y'all? Well, I don't know when he signed this deal, but what would you say 5 bands is probably like back then? I feel like that's just still ain't enough to like change your life, you know? I feel like Biggie got more than that on that check in the movie, bro, where he was smiling at that motherfucker like, oh yeah, I'm finna eat.
Blew it immediately. Like? Do you even know what happened with that $5,000?
You went and bought a car.
Yeah, I bought a Monte Carlo like 10 minutes after that, like immediately. I hadn't even like.
My homie had a Monte Carlo, bro. Who cut this man $5,000 check? I hope he was getting money off his music, like really saw a lot of money off his music if he got a low check.
So like 10 minutes after that, like immediately, I hadn't even like, my nigga, I didn't take a picture of that money and put it on MySpace like niggas was doing. Nothing. I liquidated it immediately.
Cause you knew that soon after that you were gonna do another show and make another $5K.
Yeah, and then I would buy a couch or something. But I didn't. I bought the El Camino. I was just fucking around, dog. I don't know. You gotta tighten up. Let that be an example to people, I should have got furniture earlier in the game.
Yeah.
See, little stuff like that though, to somebody who don't know who. That might be a little sauce to you. For me, I'm cheap anyway, so I wouldn't do no shit like that, bro. I'm buying the furniture. I'm buying furniture for real. To
people, I should have got furniture earlier in the game.
Yeah. Now,
most people have no clue.
But I'm not really into. I done made mistakes with money. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not really into like making crazy purchases. What I will fuck my money off on is technology. So like this camera, this computer, the PC, the laptop y'all always see. If y'all was watching me before any of this, I had the iMac in the back, which is in the closet, this microphone, just shit like that. That's what I would fuck my shit off. But cars, jewelry, all that, nah, bro. I'm damn near like Ocho Cinco, bro. For real.
On that time.
Furniture earlier in the game.
Yeah. Now, around that time, you left Cash Money. And you said before that your dad said you was tripping when you left Cash Money.
Yeah, my dad thought I was.
I was gonna say that earlier. I hit a New Orleans in him, man. Plus he spoke on New Orleans. He kind of talked just like that with the accent a little bit.
Nuts for leaving Cash Money. Right before that, I left fucking Masterpiece. So he was like, "What is this self-destruction path you're on? These are millionaires. This, it seems like it's about to work out for you. Every time it looks close, to about to go, you walk away from it. Like, so you should probably get a job because you don't want to do this. Because clearly if
A
you
job
wanted to
is
do
crazy.
this, you would accept your blessing and you would do like the fuck out of this, you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't what I wanted to do. Like how college not for everybody, and then like motherfucker leave and then make a new phone and becomes a zillionaire, and it's like, yeah, I wouldn't have did this if I was at school. So I wouldn't have did this if I was with Cash Money. Like, ain't no telling what I would be. Maybe I would be, my face would be on the side of buses and shit, whatever. But that's not even what I want. Ultimately, I just want to be rich and like normal so I could go to the store. So it's working out pretty good.
He want to be rich and famous, like majority of us, bro. But some people do be wanting that fame, though. Want motherfuckers, want bitch, because they wasn't getting bitches and shit at first, you know what I'm saying? So they want that type of attention. They wouldn't get regular attention. I ain't gonna just say bitches. They weren't getting regular attention. They just want everybody to just love them. They want that spotlight. But I feel them when they want to be normal. I just want to go to the store, bro. I just want to pump gas and be cool.
I want to be rich and like normal so I could go to the store. So it's working out pretty good.
Yeah. And then your mom on the other side, she's motivating you. She's telling you to keep doing your thing.
She's a mom. Yeah.
And
my mom thinks I can fly. Like whatever I say, you know what I'm saying? That's what she on, for sure. So that's why I did it. Like to prove her right. It wasn't so much like showing my dad up, like, yeah, nigga, blah, blah, blah. It was like, nah, my mom putting everything on it, so I got to do it.
yeah. Did that kind of hurt y'all relationship a little bit, that, you know, your dad was kind of...
Yeah, I got my mom a Benz and I got my dad an Impala. So yeah, my dad got a Chevy and my mom got a Benz. So I think
Impala's decent though, bro. But I hear him though. I hear him. It's like Benz and it's Impala. But his pops can't complain with the Impala unless it's just fucked up. But if it's off the lot, then come on, pops, you gotta be grateful.
So yeah, my dad got a Chevy and my mom got a Benz. So I think it did hurt the relationship. Nah, his shit hella new. He's straight. He likes it. He didn't want the Benz. I'm fucking with you.
Now, when you leave Cash Money, you move back to New Orleans?
Yeah. Well, the whole time I never really moved away at no point except for when I was like in New York around 2009, 8 and 9 or whatever. But I moved around a lot more. Like we was in Miami recording and shit a lot, so we had apartments out there and all. But I always was here.
You're back in New Orleans.
Yeah.
Are you like did you like crash at your mom's spot, or like are you living with a homie at the time?
No, I still had my spot. It was before the Krause building. I had an apartment though. It wasn't at the illustrious spot where I moved to at the end of the story, but I still had that joint. I was living in Harahan. I had an apartment.
You probably know Vistaprint for...
New Orleans, man. I'm going to New Orleans. I hear the food good. Being from Chicago, though, I'm like bougie with it. You know what I'm saying? But I do want to go to New Orleans.
Yeah. So I was all right. I had a couple cars in the apartment that the lights used to go out at sometimes because, you know, the bread was a little short sometimes.
So what are you doing at that time to get by? Like, are you hustling on the side? Are you selling sneakers? Are you selling cars?
Pretty much whatever could move. I was doing T-shirts and shit at the time, bro. I had already came up with like my little brand. Before Jet Life, we was doing Fly Society, so I was printing those shirts up and making sure I had enough to pay the rent and keep the lights on. I was like breaking even and shit, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then occasionally, like you know, you step in shit and you might catch a show, and then that kind of sets you straight, like for a month or two, you know what I'm saying, if you get a show, so.
Yeah.
So basically, he went independent after leaving Cash Money and created, like you said, Jet Life and shit.
So you're back in New Orleans and you're just thugging it out, hustling, dropping music. What was that big break where you was like, you know what? I can do this shit on a high level consistently and make money and buy whatever I want, buy me a crib, buy that car I want.
I always knew that I could buy. I always knew I could pretty much change everybody's life who was close to me through music the whole time because I saw Master P and Silk the Shocker like buy Ferraris at a whim, and then when I went to Cash Money, like I saw like how people's lives would be changed, like even mine, like when I got there, just how things had changed. You know what I'm saying? So I always knew what I wanted out of this shit. It was no moment that clicked to where I was like, I could take care of myself with this, because the whole time it was evident. You know what I'm saying?
We reported on Say Cheese a few months ago, and we reported that you dropped 8 tapes in 2021. And it was mixed reviews about it. You know, a lot of people feel like that are Currency fans, they loved it. But then on the flip side, a lot of people feel like that's too consistent. Like you're dropping too much. Like
He said 8 tapes in 2021. That is a lot, because that's damn near, it's 12 months in a year, but that is a lot, folks. I ain't gonna cap. And they tapes, they ain't singles. And then it depends on how many. That man was in the studio working. I wonder how much of it was old, how much of it was like actually like fresh out the oven.
But like that's too consistent. Like you're dropping too much. Like slow down, let me catch up.
But you never too consistent. Like it is such thing because I think that's what YoungBoy, that man went too crazy. You know what I'm saying? And I think that like water you down as an artist. But if that's just how you want, if you want to just push, I guess push, bro.
Yeah, but I mean, with it slow down, let me catch up if it's something you like, and then it's art, so it's not gonna expire before you get to it. It's not like you bought too much fucking groceries. Like, it's gonna wait, and then when you get to it, you get to it. That's how shit work. You always find shit like, oh, I didn't know this came out. I didn't know dude dropped this. That's why I do so much of that shit. Like, my favorite artist, Max B, did so much music before he went to jail that today I might find a song that I never heard and I think I know all dude shit. You know what I'm saying? And he been gone. That dude been in jail since probably since I got some real money. That dude been in jail, so I don't even know how long ago that was. So that's the whole point of working. That's the whole point of working that much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. How many tapes do you feel like you have total?
I don't know. I was just about to tell you. It's like cars. Like, you know what I'm saying? I like them. I could never have too. How is it too many cars? If I know how many cars I like. How is it? How could it be too many? So if it's for the people who like my music, how could I have oversaturated them with music? Like, they take all of it and process all of it when it drop because they.
I don't think, this is my thing about that though. I don't think you can process 8 tapes in a year, bro. Cause I'ma just need a break. Like, damn, I'm trying to like these songs. You know what I'm saying? That's just if you trying to like stay in touch with each album. Like, all right, this how he feel on this album, this how he feel. But if you like dropping a tape a month and I'm just learning like what songs I really like on this album, it kind of get a little frustrating that I'm damn near gonna like skip some albums or just not get to some albums and some. Ain't nothing wrong, because I get what he's saying. Like, it don't expire. You can always go back to it and like it. But from like my perspective of me wanting to digest music, I need to just give me the tape, bro, and just wait. Just wait it out. And then maybe like 6 months or something, drop a single or something like that. That's just me though. Some people like that high volume of music. I don't really care for it. Especially, I'd rather like you to drop a good ass project. You know what I'm saying? Versus you just giving me a lot of music. I don't need all that. I want some good ass music.
With music, like, they take all of it and process all of it when it drop because they want it. So, you know, it's like drugs. You're not gonna have too many bricks, you know, because they always gonna.
Behind the scenes, undercover billionaire.
That's just my take on it though, man. You don't gotta overfeed me, bro. I'm straight. Just give me one nice good ass album. to get me through some time. Then give me a single, give me a song. Get out here and do a feature or something. You know what I'm saying? Don't disappear though, 'cause people like to drop and then disappear. Don't disappear. Just, stay in the spotlight a little bit.
Who your clients don't always come to you, so that's guaranteed money. So I do not subscribe to that school of thought. Yeah.
I just interviewed a rapper named Certified Trapper. He's from Milwaukee. And like yourself, he dropped 33 tapes in 2 years.
I saw, like y'all say, he made like X amount of dollars. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that kind of shit. I believe that. If there's people that's gonna come, like, all motherfucker gotta do is free damn near to drop, to produce the music. Once you get your setup, initially, the cost of buying all that shit, you get out of that hole. For you to work, you know what I'm saying? That's cool, but that's gonna make you do shows. And then that's money that you touch it. And at them shows, you could sell shirts and all the rest of your merchandise. And if you underground, like, I didn't hear a dude till that post. So that means his fans know how tough it is to get his stuff, to see him and shit. So when they go to the show, they gonna clear the merch table out. And then between the merch table and the money he made at the show, he could fucking wake up tomorrow and buy a farm if he wanted to.
Hey, merch, at first, was underrated to me. I mean, overrated. Like, who really, whoa. But now I see why people do it. And how it's good money, it's good profit, it's good for the fans. You know what I'm saying?
At the show, he could fucking wake up tomorrow and buy a farm if he wanted to. So the stats are probably super true. I know what that's like. There's people who wouldn't believe like the numbers we pull in because they don't see me on BET jams and shit. So it's like, it can't be, that's not right. That's cap, but that's actually like how the fuck it is,
Well, I know if he's making $25,000 a month, you're on a totally different level.
Yeah, come on. We got a few things going more than mixtapes, so yeah. But we don't want to get into that. That's when everybody gets pissed. And, it's about who's making this and blah, blah, blah. I don't want to do none of that. I just, how Ace Boogie said, like, we just going to make money and niggas not going to talk, B. We just going to make out. It's good.
He say, oh my soul, we gonna make money, niggas ain't gonna talk. Just get the bread, bro. Shut the fuck up, man.
Niggas not gonna talk, B. We just gonna make out. It's good.
What do you have to say to people who feel like dropping that much music, it becomes a quantity over quality thing?
Yeah, that's true if you're not making good stuff. That's, you know what I'm saying?
That's fake what I just said earlier. Like, just give me the quality, bro. Don't give me the quantity. Even if it's all good, I still cannot digest 8 tapes. I threw my hands up with Young Boy. After like the second one, I threw my hands up, bro. I just threw it up. Especially when you do get the one and you might not like it, bro. And you're like, all right, man. You putting out any goddamn thing now.
That's like when you mass produce some shit, then yeah, you're gonna drop the ball because you just become a printing press and you're just stamping it out like that. But that's not what we doing. Like, we working out of love. If we ain't love doing the shit, then we wouldn't do it. I got enough shit going on at the house to where I wouldn't leave the house. I got enough shit to fucking just ride around in to keep me from coming here. The engineer got enough to do. Like, the homies got enough other shit to do. And then the way I work is weird. Like, you might be walking into the movies with your girl when I call you, like, bro, my nigga, like, I'm trying to get out, like, but I don't know when I'm gonna want to do this shit. So, like, you mind, like, sliding, let's do this shit. And then it's probably never gonna be over till like 6 in the morning. Everyone's mad, you know what I'm saying? But like, then the shit gonna work out. And then it levels off, you know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah. Well, out of all the tapes, I think I counted before this interview on Apple Music, you got like 46 tapes on Apple Music?
Yeah, well, that's because of clearances. Like, I rapped over so many just instrumentals and shit. We like took a lot of, jacking a lot of beats like to get on. So We can't get none of that shit to be on YouTube. I mean, on Apple Music.
Yeah.
You had to clear that shit. I don't know Dr. Dre. I rapped over hella Dr. Dre beats. I don't know that man. Man, I'd be furious. So no.
Out of those 46 tapes though on Apple, I'm talking about
Mm-hmm.
the ones that are out on the DSPs. Which one of those tapes is that tape?
I don't listen to myself. So I don't know, you know, like which one do people talk about?
Hey, that's crazy though, cause when I don't make music like I used to, bro. But I'm really wasn't too into listening to myself either. It's kind of like awkward a little bit. Like to hear a person say, man, I only listen to me. I don't want to hear me. You know what I'm saying? I was straight. If I go over like my cousin's house or even to my OG's crib, and my pops always playing my music, and he playing it, it'd be kind of like, I don't know. But if it's like some throwback, I love to see him because I was younger. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, whatever. I sounded horrible as fuck, but you feel me?
I kind of don't pay attention to that shit neither. Like I don't. I had the most fun, me, doing Hot August Nights with Nard and B. They weren't here, but the time in my life was insane. It was a good time. The homegirls were around. There's a swimming pool. And on the other side, like right on the other wall of the studio, my son was in Maryland. It was just me, just making music.
Do you own a gun and live in Georgia? Then
Shout out to Georgia gun laws, man. Not for real though. I think Texas got like the best gun laws though. There you go, you can't.
And the crew and the homegirls, it was a good time. So yeah, that's like the best. That was the best tape, you know?
Yeah. Do you still write?
Do I still write?
Yeah.
I only write.
Okay. So you don't go in and just freestyle, punch in?
Nah, I write it right on the spot. I write it here.
I fuck with that, man. I'm tired of you freestyling ass rappers, man. Write that shit down, bro. Think before you fucking speak, bro. Shit.
Some people have deemed that a freestyle because they're like, no, you made it right then on the spot. You're not writing at home, but nah, I like writing here. It don't take but like 10, 15 minutes, so I just.
That's the crazy part. Even if you write, it still ain't gonna take you long. You know what I'm saying? So just write, bro. Just fucking write. I mean, do what you do. Do what makes you happy, what's best for you. But don't be like, man, they freestyling, I want to freestyle. Nah, bro. I promise you, if some of these rappers literally use their brain to write, they'll say something a little different than what they always talk about. And it'll probably be a little better, bro.
Just do it in here. I don't write at home because of that. Like, I'm so happy, like, God bless me to where I don't have to, like, look in the sky and think of raps and go outside and do all that kind of shit. And, you know, it just happened. Because I'm just rapping about what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? If I had to tell you Scarface's story in my rap, then it would take me an hour to write that verse because I'm lying. Yeah.
You know, because most of these young cats, they hear Lil Wayne didn't write, Jay-Z didn't write, and they think that they don't have to write. They think it's too. They think.
Yeah. Well, God blesses everybody differently. Like, they didn't have to write, and they made those great verses, you know. But that was their blessing. Like, you can't do that.
You is you, he is him. You know what I'm saying? Type shit, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's motherfuckers who can write who can't write good. Just because you're writing, and that don't mean it's gonna be good. So you can't just do shit just because, like, you know what I'm saying? LeBron James can probably dunk from the free throw line. So, all right, tomorrow morning, let's all suit up and go do it. That don't work. It's all about finding, like, what your blessing was, what's set up for you. You know what I mean?
Right. Now, we're approaching 420. I booked you for a few shows. Me and my guy Paul booked you for a few shows.
Come on.
About 5-6 years ago.
Come on, we made a little paper together. Let's go. I said we made a little money together then.
Yeah.
That's right.
And, you know, I don't really do shows no more, but promoters tell me on 420, you, Snoop Dogg, Wiz. Y'all are like, it's impossible to get y'all for 420 shows.
Yeah, you would have had to book 420 next year. Me, you would have had to call Musa spring of 1989 to book that date. Honestly, bro, it's in stone. I'm set. That's a blessing. Like Devin the Dude, it's a few motherfuckers. My partner, it's a good grip of us who can count on
Hold on, bro.
getting paid.
He said 420. How old is this goddamn interview? Cause I'm thinking like, why the fuck he sit here and tell him Happy New Year's, bro? Maybe because he ain't seen him in that long. How old is this interview, bro? What's going on, Sean? Cause 420 is April 20th, right? What the fuck, bro?
You know what I'm saying? April 20th, for sure.
Yeah.
You're gonna be somewhere
And
right.
those bookings are totally different from, those price range are totally different from a regular show.
Well, I mean, that's a conversation you probably gotta have with my man, you know what I'm saying? I don't feel like, if it was up to me, I think it's the same. It's just about the venue, like where you putting it at. How many people gonna be there and shit like that,
Yeah.
you know? Yeah, I don't think it's a different booking fee. I think the price on the key is the price on the key.
All right, man. I'm gonna go stop it right there, bro. Currency right there. See, like I said, I don't even know nothing about him. I ain't know he's from New Orleans. None of that. I don't know the song. I went on Spotify. Hold on, let me go back to it. It's probably still here. Nah, it ain't actually. But it is, but it ain't. And it say The Count is his most streamed song. But it's on this album that dropped in 2018. So I don't know. If y'all think y'all know a song that I gotta know, like what's his biggest song? What song made him blow? You feel me? But let me know what y'all think. If y'all want part 2, let me know in the comments. And catch me on the next reaction.